Hey everybody, this episode of Right at the Movies was brought to you by Upstate Comic Con. It's going on September 23rd. They're going to be at the Louisville Arena. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. There's going to be games and contests and everything. Cosplay, you name it. The Jurassic Park Jeep is going to be there. There's going to be a video game contest like Injustice 2 and Mario. So you got to check them out. Check them out on Facebook. Check out their website. A lot of cool stuff going on. And now, It.
Hey everybody, welcome to Right at the Movies. If you're looking for reviews on movies, you've come to the right place. Today I'm talking about It. That's right, we're talking about it, so you better get ready for it. It being It. The movie. And the book. You know what I'm talking about. They made a movie back in the early 90s on TV. Now they're finally making a big budget Hollywood movie production of it, and everyone's really hyped for it. Everyone talks really fondly about that original miniseries from the 90s, but unpopular opinion alert, it's not very good.
Oh yes. They float.
I mean, Tim Curry is great in it. Who doesn't like watching Tim Curry just chew a bunch of scenery? But outside of Tim Curry,
Here I am, Wheezy.
outside of Tim Curry, that movie is cringy, boring, way too long, and the second part of it, the adult part of it, is some of the worst filmmaking I think I've ever seen. And I've seen some crap in my day.
I am your worst dream come true. I'm everything you ever were afraid of.
This new version makes the original 90s miniseries look just plain silly in comparison. With things like Stranger Things coming out, they really could have rushed together an 80s nostalgia horror movie and everybody probably would have been happy, but that's not what they did here. This thing is slick, it's stylish, and boy is it scary.
When you're a kid, you think the universe revolves around you. You think that you'll always be protected and cared for. One day, you realize that's not true.
Stephen King has had many adaptions of his books over the years, and only like a handful are actually worth watching. And I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this is gonna be one of them. And Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise is seriously one of the best performances I've seen all year. This guy is creepy as hell. Yeah, he's a creepy clown that kills people. Sure, we've seen that before in movies, we'll see it again in movies. But this guy brings something new to the table, something I can't quite put my finger on. He's more than a killer clown. He acts like he's from somewhere else. He acts like not of this world, you know? The way he holds himself, the way he walks, the way his face moves, and the way he talks, it's like he's from another world, which is perfect. There's something about his performance that is just stuck in my head and I can't get it out. Every second that he's on screen, you cannot take your eyes off him. And granted, he's not in the movie very much, but when he is, whew. Now this town is falling apart, and everyone just seems to pretend like things are normal, so all of the adults are just as creepy as some of the monsters. So even though we're seeing out of this world horror, we're also seeing in this world horror, and then we're also looking at all of it through the eyes of a kid, so everything is jacked up to 10. Even normal things feel that much more daunting and that much more over the top because kids don't know how to handle it. Everything is scary through the eyes of a kid. A random painting in a hallway, a rag on a table, bullies in school, your friend's parents, everything freaks you out because you have no idea what any of it means or how it works or anything. And then on top of that, you have everything in this town trying to kill you. So there's that. That's what Stephen King books are really remembered for, is its worlds and its setting and stuff like that. It's not so much the colorful monsters, but how he paints a picture. And this movie really does a good job of that.
What happens when another Georgie goes missing? Are you just gonna pretend it isn't happening like everyone else in this town?
And all of these kids, the Losers Club, they're all great. They're all dealing with fear. They're all trying to overcome fear, and that's Pennywise's whole thing. He feeds on fear. So they all have to figure out what they're about and then figure out how to beat it in order to beat him. There's jump scares, there's a couple scenes I didn't like, there's a couple scenes that go on too long, but when it comes to capturing a feel, When it comes to capturing like a vibe from a Stephen King world, from a Stephen King novel, this movie nails it. Not to mention capturing the feel of those old 80s monster movies and those 80s child adventure movies. This is just the perfect combination of that, which is so funny because a lot of those 80s monster movies and a lot of those 80s adventure movies kind of stole from it. So it kind of comes all the way back around. You know, it's life imitating art, imitating life, imitating art again.
I saw something.
A clown. Yeah, I saw him too.
This is one of the best adaptations of a Stephen King novel ever, and I'm kind of obsessed with it lately. I can't wait to watch it again, I can't wait for the sequel, and I even ran out and tried to buy the book. One of these days, I'm going to have enough muscle to actually be able to lift that book. Until then, I highly recommend the movie. It's not too fast-paced, there's no shaky cam, and while there are jump scares, I think they're pretty well executed. I liked it a lot. I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. Did you see it? What did you think? Comment down below. Thanks for watching Wright at the Movies. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can check out another review right there.